think he was as good a passer as any of those dudes.
All right, okay. No, we're not even having. I don't even want to keep going.
I think he was as good. I think Chamberlain was.
You're basically saying he's in his conversation as a passer.
I think Chamberlain was as good. Once he dedicated himself to being a distributor, he was as good a passer as any of them dudes.
The great Nikola Jokic at 28. Shout out Jokic, man.
4 MVPs, including the Finals MVP. Never been done before. 4 straight MVPs, never been done. And then Bill Walton, obviously, Hakeem Olajuwon said he's the one. He's the reincarnation of himself and all that other stuff. So
should have won 3 straight league MVPs, but they ain't want to have a conversation. That's why they didn't give it to him the 3rd straight year, because now we got to start having a different talk about Joker, and they ain't ready.
But again, to go from a second, and this, by the way, Chill, this is from the year 2018-19 to now. This is a 6-year period. So another 4 from Joker, then he's, he might be right next to Steph by the end of this.
And my buddy turned me on the Joker in 2018. I wasn't really that big a fan. I dug the Euros, but my buddy turned me. He's like, yo, there's this kid in Denver. And in 2018, he's like, yo, you got to start paying attention to him. His name's Joker. I'm like, really? But clearly, that was the case.
So, Swiper, you think Jokic can get up to Steph tier, 14?
14. Yeah, if he wins another 2 MVPs, another 2 championships, and also has another 6-year run like this,
Swiper, that's a lot though.
Why 2? Let's say he won one more. Let's say he won one more chip. Let's say he got back to the finals again. Let's say he won one more league MVP. He won one more
4
chip.
and 2.
Yes, and he got back
in like a 7-year period. Oh, that would be insane. Yeah, then that's a
10 years.
That's LeBron. That's a LeBron run.
That's pretty impressive, man.
For me, 2 is not enough. Individually, we know what he's gonna do. We know Jokic is gonna be a triple-double machine. We know he's gonna be top 3 in rebounding. We know he's gonna be top 5 in assists. We know he's gonna average around 25, 26, 27. Right. But he gotta, for him to be able to catapult all these names in front of him and get to that Steph level, or you gotta win a couple more.
Well, the problem is, I don't know where y'all have your rankings. Steph is at 10 for me in my all-time list. Jokic is at 15. So, I mean, it depends on how much you think Jokic is going to have to do. For me, he just passed Julius Erving and like Moses Malone and all them, and Kevin Garnett and all them. So, it depends on. Yeah, I mean, where do you want to put him? Where you want to put him, Chill? I mean,
I don't have him as a top 20 player all time yet. He still got work.
Oh, you're tripping, Chill. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like, well, you don't have 3.
How long? Let me ask you a question. Okay. So let me ask you this question, Swiper. When you're talking about being an all-time great, what's the criteria?
It's just your accomplishments, individual impact on the game, awards, team winning, all that stuff. All 4.
So if I did something like, let's say in the next 5 years, I won the league MVP in back-to-back seasons, won the NBA championship twice, and I don't know, won the Finals MVP twice. Does that automatically catapult me into the top
in a 5-year period?
Yes.
2. So you're saying 2 MVPs, 2 Finals
MVPs, 2 Finals MVPs, and I finished in his last 5 years. And I think because essentially that's what Joker did, except he had 3 he had 3 league MVPs.
But you got to start from 2018-19 when Joker turned 23.
That's my point, Swiper. The point that I'm making is that when you're talking about being an all-time great, for me, I've always felt like you have to play at that level for at least a decade before we start talking about you.
But I have Giannis at 20. So is it too early for Giannis?
Yes,
but I'm saying, but you can't. I think for me, Jokic is the best offensive big man ever, and then he's a top 5 offensive player ever. Then Giannis is one of the best 2-way players ever, one of the best defenders ever, one of the best offensive players ever. I'm talking relative to like other bigs.
Is Joker a better offensive player than Shaq?
Well, yes, I really don't even
100%. Like
yeah,
I don't think he's a better offensive.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Shaq.
No, I understand that. I do get that, and we can have a conversation about it. I don't think he's a better offensive player than Chamberlain. I'm not sure if he's a better offensive player than Shaq.
Chamberlain couldn't shoot. Chamberlain didn't play in this era. Chamberlain was never. He was never the passer Joker was. He was never the passer Joker was.
He was definitely. He was
definitely. You handing out assists.
Distributor.
Is John Stockton a better passer than LeBron? Could he average more assists?
That's not what this is about. No, because if we're doing that, if we're talking about points, then we got to put Adrian Dantley as he averaged 30 a game for 6 years. He's a better scorer than Steph Curry. No, we're not doing that. No, it's.
But Wilt didn't even have the ability to see the floor the same way the Joker does. So.
How is that possible? He didn't have to say that he did not have the ability to see the floor.
Honestly,
we're talking about a 7'1"
guy.
Guys played off of him
before Pistol Pete, and like all those dudes were going. Passing wasn't like. The intricacies that you see with passing, the Harlem Globetrotters and all that did that. But Will was a product of his time. They just weren't that level of passer. He didn't have that level of vision. So I think if you can go ahead.
Keep going. I'm listening to you.
Well, I think Magic, LeBron, they all took it to a different level. Like, they all took it to a different level. And I think Jokic is in that archetype. He literally, there is no pass he cannot do. Like, there's no pass he can't do.
So with that being said, Swiper, you just brought up like the Harlem Globetrotters were doing that. Chamberlain played for the Harlem Globetrotters before he came into the NBA. That's number one. Number two, he was throwing the ball. He was throwing the ball behind his back, right? He was throwing the ball over his head. The vision that you talk about, a guy that's 7'1", a guy that's that big, being able to see the floor like Chamberlain.
He's not an all-time great passer.
That's what 100% he is. As a big, 100%.
What? No, I said all-time great. Jokic is one of
100%. Chamberlain is an all-time great. Once he dedicated himself. 100% when Chamberlain dedicated himself to being 100% when he dedicated himself to now passing the ball more.
No one's putting him in all-time great passing conversation but you.
No one. I'm not in the minority. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are in the minority.
I'm not in the minority.
Magic, LeBron, Kidd, Nash. No one's putting him in any of those conversations. No one. Wilt Chamberlain? I've never even heard that.
And I've never we talk about Joker as a passer. The game is a little bit more wide open today. I won't argue that. The game is definitely more wide open. But to say that he wasn't as skilled and to say that he wasn't as good a passer as Joker, I think
he wasn't. Where did you get this from? Is he a good
100%
passer as LeBron? Is he as good of a passer as LeBron? Is he as good of a passer as LeBron?
I think he was as good a passer as any of those dudes.
All right. Okay. No, we're not even having a I don't even want to keep going.
I think he was as good. I think Chamberlain was.
You're basically saying he's in his conversation as a passer.
I think Chamberlain was as good. Once he dedicated himself to being a distributor, he was as good a passer as any of them dudes were. 100% he was.
Magic Johnson?
Joker in the same category with Magic Johnson? Is that what you're telling me?
The all-time great passing list, traditionally, Chill. Traditionally.
You're telling me that I'm just giving you a list.
Chill, hold on.
Chill. He's talking about you saying that Wilt is in the same contention as Magic.
I'm saying that Wilt is as good a passer. If you're going to say that Joker is in the same category, because I think Joker and Wilt are in the same category as distributors. And if you're going to tell me that Joker is in the same category with Magic, which I don't think he is, if you're telling me that Joker,
you said Wilt was. You said he was just as good as any of those guys.
Point. If you're telling me that Joker is in the same category, because I think the Chamberlain is better than Joker as a distributor. But if you're telling me that,
Jill, you are legitimately so biased on old tape is unbelievable.
I'm biased?
If you think that Wilt Chamberlain, that's not true. Jill, don't do that. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Don't slander me. Don't slander me. That's a lie. Don't lie on my name. Don't lie on my name.
Fellas, right quick. Hold on. Chill and Swiper. No. We're not gonna move on. I'm just gonna say, to be fair, to be completely fair and non-biased,
thank you.
You guys both have an amazing point. Chill, you're biased to old tape. Swiper, you're biased to anything Denver. Proceed, fellas.
If you're
that's a nebulous point. Once again, Ron. Chill. No, you just said no. You stop. There's no 1 second. You said that Wilt is in Magic conversation as a passer.
I think that Chamberlain is just. I think that Chamberlain is a better distributor than Joker. And if you're going to tell me,
you're by yourself in that boat. You are completely by. People don't even think he's better than Bill Walton. People don't even say he's better than Bill Walton.
If you're going to tell me that Joker is in the same category with Magic, with Stockton, with James, with Chris Paul, if you're going to tell me that he's in the same category with them, you got to say the same thing about Chamberlain.
No, you know why? You know why that's a dumb point? It's because Chamberlain. I'm not done. Chamberlain played 48 minutes a game. And he never, at any point,
penalized for playing more. What the hell is that?
No, I didn't even bring it up. You won't even let me finish because you're so emotional. I wasn't even going to say that. I was trying to.
You're the one yelling.
I'll wait.
Yelling at me. I'm emotional, but you yelling at me. But keep going,
fellas. I'm getting back to this list.
All right. No, I can't go. Now I can't finish. Now you got to move on. No, I'm done. I'm done because I've never in my life heard such a silly conversation about Wilt Chamberlain in my life. So Mike Trout's at 30. He was on track to be maybe the best of all time for about an 8-year period.
I can't believe
then he got injured.
Fell off. Injuries derailed.
And then he got injured.
They did. Yep.
It's the player choice break.